I'm so young, but I'm already tired of working. Like, every day I ask myself, how are people doing this every day until their retirement? Like, how did they do it? Because I'm not gonna make it.
Am I the only one that realizes that the jobs you have to do the most work at pays you the least amount of money? That's insane.
You know, you guys, I think this is a younger generation thing. I think this is a young mentality thing where they are just tired of working. They don't want to work anymore. They want to get handouts and everything for free. That is not how it works around here, guys. Sometimes this is why parents and elders always said, you better enjoy being a kid while you're still a kid. Because when you become an adult, shit gets real, shit gets hard. I want to hear some of these stories, you guys. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think. And also, while you're down there, drop a like and hit the subscribe button right now, because I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, 10,000, 15. Just hit the subscribe button. It's free. It's free. Let's dive right in.
What's a wild thing to think about when you say it out loud? The fact that majority of people have to get up every day for 5 days a week, be at a place that they most likely don't want to be at for 8 hours a day or possibly longer, where they have to deal with difficult people, customers, clients, coworkers, bosses, to receive a paycheck that barely allows them to scrape by in life. And they have to do that for 65 years. They get 2 days off. One of those days you can relax, while the other one you have to take care of all the things that you need to do while you're simultaneously worrying about going back the next week. And while you're doing that, you're sacrificing your time, the most valuable thing that you have, where you can invest that in hanging out with your loved ones, where if something were to happen to them, they're never coming back. You can travel the world while you're healthy. You can try new things. But instead, you have to sacrifice that time. While there are other people, like Alex Eubank and many more, that simply post a video, make millions from it, and they've escaped the matrix, but you haven't.
I'm tired. Are y'all tired? Because I'm tired.
Guys, a lot of that takes hard work. Yeah, a lot of people on YouTube can just post a video, make so much money. And yeah, you got to go to work every day. You got to work a 9 to 5. Guys, do you realize that didn't just happen overnight for people? Everybody that's successful had to start somewhere. They had to start from the bottom. If you idolize a YouTuber, then are you doing YouTube on your free time? Because I'm pretty sure Alex Eubank, or whatever the hell he said, I'm pretty sure, bruh, that he started with a YouTube channel that had 0 subscribers and 0 videos, and he posted, and he posted. He believed in what he was doing. Similar to myself, I work a job, I work a 9 to 5, but I grind my YouTube channel like crazy. For one, I have a voice, and for two, I know what I can do. I know what it's capable of. And so I'm starting from the bottom, guys. This is what it takes. It's not just going to happen overnight. And that is the TikTokification of the brain of the generation. They think that you can hit 5 million views and you become rich overnight. It is not a fucking lottery ticket. It's not. Let's keep going.
The system that America has created to keep us going, buying. And it's never enough at work. It's like, do this so you can get this rating. It's never enough. You go out here and try to date, try to be a good person in the world. People don't appreciate that. It's never enough. Bills come back to back. You just paid them, they're coming again. It's never enough. Like, I am so fed up with this system that America has just locked us in, that we are not experiencing life. Like, it's so much life out there, so much going on that we have not experienced because we live here. And I'm tired of feeling like this. Like, I want to get up every day, enjoy the day for me, do whatever I please, and enjoy the day. And it's just like, it'll never happen. I get 2 days out of the week to have for myself. Like, I'm tired.
Know if this is going to sound lazy or selfish. I am tired of working. And at this point, I'm having to work because I need to survive, like a lot of other people. Now, I'm grateful for my jobs and I recognize my privilege, but I'm exhausted. In the last decade, I've been in a lot of survival mode, and I'm just ready to have a soft year, a soft chapter, a soft season. This is why it's so important to me to continue removing my liabilities, which is my debt, from my consumer debt, my student loan debt, stacking my savings, so I don't have to be backed in a corner where I have to work. And it was last year, the end of last year, when I realized I could not have a soft life if I kept sabotaging myself with my over-consumerism, my people-pleasing spending, not managing my finances, avoiding looking at my numbers and my credit cards. And so I got a plan. I am on a better path, but it's still gonna be a year from now. I realized the end of last year that financial literacy was no longer optional. It was necessary if I didn't wanna have to work just to survive. It's me trudging through another day with all the resistance in the world of, I don't wanna do this and I don't want to work.
Oh, but I don't wanna hustle. I don't wanna grind. I don't want to work all the way up to the top. I don't want to do any of that. I want to bake cookies. I want to read my Bible and romance novels. I want to pet animals. I want to pick flowers. My gosh, do you not get it? You don't understand. You don't understand. I want to be one of those women that do this when I'm hot. When I'm hot outside. Oh, this heat is just sweltering. I'm wilting like a flower. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to. My purpose, beloved. Listen. I'm joking, but I'm serious. I'm joking, but I'm serious. There's a truth to every joke. I want you to remember that. My purpose is different. I'm telling you.
Babes, if the system could work us 24 hours of the day, it would. Once I understood this, I stopped putting so much pressure on myself to hustle in this culture. Like, oh, I got to make it big. I got to get 1 million before 30. I don't give a fuck. As long as I have people around me that love me and I can make some type of income, I'm not worried about climbing no fucking corporate ladder. 90% of the job is you documenting what you did because they're going to try to discredit you sometime in the future. 90% of the job is trying to learn how to outsmart and outwit other people. 90% of the job is you trying to play and fake a role in their made up ass reality. Like, that's fucking draining. And I was watching a video by Justin Scott, and he was basically saying, not verbatim, but he was basically saying, you're not lazy. You live in a society that only values you for what you can produce. You're not lazy. You live in a society that does not respect your body, that does not respect your need for rest. Like, there's no fucking reason why we should be spending 8 to 10 hours working and then only have like 4 or 6 hours to really like recoup and spend time with our families and eat and just be on our own timing. There's no reason for that. There's no reason why we should be working 5 or 6 days out of the week and only have 1 to 2 days to rest. For a lot of people, their whole weekend is spent resting, sleeping, trying to catch up on the mental depletion that's been happening to them all week. Like, and don't let it be a physical labor job also. It does not make sense, and it's not meant to make sense. It's meant to make profit. So don't ever feel bad for being lazy or feeling lazy. Don't ever feel bad for being fired when you were doing the best you could. Don't ever feel bad about yourself for needing to respect and treat your body like it matters. You know what I mean?
Guys, you don't have to climb the corporate ladder. You don't have to work at McDonald's and become a district manager or area manager. No, you don't. If you really want freedom, and that's whether it's your time, it's your body, it's financial freedom, you have to create something yourself. Every single establishment out in the world was created by someone. Nike, McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon, YouTube, Google, Facebook, everything was TikTok that you guys are using that you're now paying someone who created it. Everything was created by someone. In my case, content creation, videos, my voice, everything was created by someone. You cannot complain that a job is giving you an opportunity to make money based off of someone else's creation. I'll say that again. You cannot be upset that a job is paying you money based off of someone else's creation, because they could be selfish. They could say, you know what? All right, well, I'll just hire all my family members to do the job. We'll train them very well, and that's it. And they have the right to do that. I don't think people understand. If you want to build foundational wealth, you need to create something yourself. And like the young lady was saying, I want to sit in the sun and I want to paint flowers. Well, paint flowers. Paint them and sell them. Start an LLC. Start selling your paintings. You don't know what can happen. You don't know how the turnout can be. Guys, you have to put your foot in the water. You have to leap off the cliff. If you don't, you will be in the rat race. You will be bill for bill for bill for bill, and you will be very, very, very reliant on your job. I'm not saying I'm not. YouTube is not paying me like crazy. It's not paying my bills. I only have almost 2,000 subscribers, guys. YouTube's not paying my bills. But eventually, I don't care if it takes 1 year. I don't care if it takes 5 years. Eventually, my voice will be known on YouTube. And that's my plan.
People are getting to a point in society where they don't want to work anymore. And they don't feel like a job is worth it. Like, obviously it's worth it in the sense that you can earn a living and, you know, get an apartment or like pay for food, groceries. Obviously we have to pay bills in this life, right? I didn't make the rules. Neither did you. This is what we was born into. This is what we got to deal with. But a lot of people are getting to a point like where they're like, it only makes sense to be my own boss. It only makes sense. Even people that didn't think they had an entrepreneur business mindset or don't even want to do it, they're making content now. They're making money. They're trying to build a business. They're trying to start a YouTube channel because they realize the game is fucking rigged, bro. It's rigged. It's shot. Like, things just keep getting more expensive, but the jobs ain't paying more. I'm out in Las Vegas. I work out here. Bro, people ain't tipping as much as they used to, bro. They ain't tipping as much in the service industry. People don't want to spend thousands of dollars on bottle service and tables and all this shit. Shit is not it. People don't got the bread like that. Post-COVID or even pre-COVID, you know, you had the stimulus checks, and even before then, the economy was a little better. People were spending more money. Like now, bro, people be like, they don't want to spend that bread. They don't want to go to a fucking club and spend $1,000, $2,000, $500 on a bottle and some seltzer. It's not fucking worth it. And I don't blame them. The only thing that really makes sense now is to just get the bag in your own way and free yourself from this fucking matrix. Now, we'll always be in the matrix. I mean, without getting too deep into it, it's like, this is what it is. Like, money is money. You need money. There's bills, and it's the currency we use. It's the energetic exchange. You know, I'm not going to get too deep. Even though it is deep, people just don't really feel like it's worth it to work a job, though, because you're sacrificing so much of your time and energy to make someone else rich and build their dream. Meanwhile, you're fucking fucked by the end of the day. All you want to do is go home and sit on the couch and play video games or chill. Now, I would advise you to take your discretionary time and use it and put it into your business as something that you want to build. Don't just fucking spend all your time doing leisure. Start making content, start posting, start making things, start producing instead of consuming so much. But man, I get it. Listen, people just be tired. People are just exhausted, bro, and burnt the fuck out from this system. This whole 9-to-5 corporate life, you know, working for like all this shit, bro. Some people are going to be in my comments like, you're just lazy. Bro, don't fucking hit me with that shit. I done went through so many sleepless nights, going to work, double shifts, getting sick, I don't want to fucking hear it, bro. I don't want to fucking hear it. I work hard, bro. I work my ass off at work, in the gym, within content, all this shit. I don't want to hear it. And there's so many people. I'm not special. So many people are like me busting their ass. We're not lazy. It's just not worth it.
So I quit my job because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week. It's really hard for me to say this out loud and put it online, but I know that I'm not the only one who is going through this. I'm 28 years old and I forget to do simple things like brush my teeth, take a shower, or feed myself on a daily basis. I do want to make it super clear. I was raised by two very strict, very neat West Indians.
Hold up, before she keep going, I'll never forget to brush my teeth. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. That literally, I get out of bed, rub my eyes, stretch, and I go straight for my bathroom sink and brush my teeth. Then I get dressed and all that good stuff, but there's no way I forget. I can never be in that much of a hustle mind state where the moment I don't get out of bed, I don't go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. I have an additional 2 minutes to brush my teeth every day. Now, she might be, stretching the truth a little bit. I can understand it. We are in a hustle culture and everybody's on their hustle. I don't look at doing YouTube as a hustle, though. I don't. I truthfully don't. I love the community I'm building. I love you guys. You guys are everything I could have asked for in a YouTube community. But I'm not. I don't feel like I'm hustling. What I do feel like is I'm just voicing. I've been quiet for a very long time. I've been very quiet, and now it feels good. It feels refreshing to talk, to have my voice on the internet and let people know what I think. Interpretation can go any way, you guys, but I like to voice my opinion on things, and as should you. I want to hear your thoughts.
And if you also have immigrant parents, they take hygiene to another level. But despite my upbringing, I still struggle with this because I'm autistic. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't. She finally let that out. I apologize if you have a mental issue with doing it. But I'm just speaking from my own perspective. I don't forget.
Tend to overperform in the beginning. In my last two jobs, I got bonuses within a year of being there. But after some time, I inevitably burnt out. I'll wake up one day and I realize I haven't taken a shower in 3 weeks. It's really frustrating because I know that I am smart, but it's like I still can't manage to take care of myself despite having accomplished a lot of really amazing things in life. Like, it's not just a matter of trying harder or being more disciplined. If I could take care of my basic needs and work a full-time job, I would have fucking done that by now and then some. It's just I'm not helping myself by not recognizing my autism as a disability, and it is truly disabling for me. And it's honestly like a form of self-sabotage and harm to be putting so much energy into building up these executive functioning skills at work and have nothing left to give myself. It's like I would literally wake up at 5 a.m., pace back and forth in the hallway, start work at 7, finish at 6, eat, sleep for dinner, and then crawl into bed at 8. Like, I definitely feel insane leaving a good gig like at the verge of a recession, but I feel like I've gotten to the point where my professional life has come at a cost of my personal life, and if I don't stop and pause, I'm not gonna have either. Like, if I want to.
All right. Now it's not making sense now. Now it's just not making sense to me. So you're telling me you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you don't start work until 7 o'clock in the morning, and you work from home because you say you just pace back and forth in the hallway and you work from home, and you're telling me that you forget to shower and brush your teeth? You have 2 whole effing hours. What are you doing in those 2 hours? Between 5 and 7, what are you doing? I really want to know. Like, I'm not being disrespectful. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning as well. I wake up at 5 a.m. And like I said, the first thing I do, brush my teeth, wash my face, get my clothes on, pick out an outfit. I'm big. I work from home too, and I'm big on getting dressed every day. You never, ever, ever want to wake up and go to work in your pajamas, the same shit. It doesn't matter if you're on camera or not. Get dressed every day like you're going into the office. And I do. As you guys will see me, I'm in basketball shorts. It's probably fucking 6 o'clock in the morning right now. But before I start work, 7 o'clock, I'm going to get dressed, collared shirt on, jeans on, the whole nine, belt on. I get myself dressed every single day because that is a energy booster. It's a confidence builder. If you're stuck in a rut and you're always in your fucking pajamas all day and you're always just looking goddamn slopped out, you are going to slide into depression. You got to get yourself ready every day. But I digressed on that. I make a cup of coffee. I come in my office and I work on content. I work on YouTube videos. Cup of coffee, I come in here and work on YouTube videos. That's what I do. And it's not because I hate my job, because even if I became successful in YouTube, I still would keep my job. I still would keep my 9 to 5. I still will. I've been there long enough. I can see myself retiring from there, and anything that YouTube brings me is extra. And I'm happy with that. I'm not chasing the millionaire mindset. No, not at all. Not at all. There's a lot of people that's successful that make $300,000 a year. As an average American living in America, $300,000 a year will hold you over quite fucking well. You don't need to chase after millions, you guys. That's not the end goal. It's not my end goal. I don't need millions of dollars. I don't need that. I don't want the responsibility, because you can make all that money, but what are you going to do with it? You have to invest. Now you're owning multiple businesses. Now you're working yourself to death because you guys think the entrepreneur life is it. You guys think that I want to become a millionaire and own these businesses and do all this and have them. No. Do you realize you're going to have employees? You're going to have a lot of responsibility. You're going to have a lot of things to do every single day. You're going to have a lot to do, and a lot of stress comes with it. Let me just make $300,000, $400,000 a year, and I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'll live a fruitful life. My kids will have a fruitful life. I'm fine. I'm okay. Guys, think about it.
Actually become the person I want to be in my 30s and 40s and actually get there in one piece. Taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. Like, it's not lost on me that I'm putting myself in the driver's seat and I don't even have my fucking license. But I digress. I don't know. I just know that I wasn't born to raise shareholder value. I actually want to live my life, and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. So, yeah, love that for me. Oh my God.
I'm about to set my Uber up and go to work, but I think that it is so weird that we work so much, just like as human beings. Like, we have to go to work majority of our lives, and then we die. Like, that's actually a crazy setup. Like, we're getting, like, really, we go to work 5 to 6 days out of the week. And it's not even, like, enriching stuff for the most of us. It's, like, boring. Like, if we're gonna work, it should be, like, enriching and joyful and add things to our lives. And I also think that we should have years where we don't work. Like, it should be a thing. Like, you work for 3 years straight, and you get a whole year off. PTO. I don't know. Actually, I do know. And I don't like the setup. Because I just went to work. What are you telling me? I have to go to work again? And again? I don't like...
Fuck corporate America. I just got my yearly raise, and it was so insanely low that my manager laughed and apologized when she presented the number to me. It was that low. I got a 1.5% increase in my wage, which is the lowest raise I have ever gotten at any company I've ever worked for. That is insane. Inflation is 3%. Wages aren't keeping up with inflation. I am basically having a 1.5% pay decrease. And she wanted to make it better by saying the average was 2.5. Okay, so I said, so I'm well below average raise. And she said yes, and kind of laughed. And I have the numbers to support average work. I am not the best, I am not the worst, but I am very average. And I found out that one of my coworkers, who we have almost identical numbers, he got a 2.5% raise, while I got a 1.5% raise. I want an explanation. And my manager also has told me before that she also takes into account who has kids, and that also adjusts who has raises. So being penalized for not having kids is also insane to me.
1.5% raise is kind of low. It is kind of low. But you guys, I want to tell you about a situation that happened at my job, right? So I've been there for almost 10 years, actually. So I've been there for 10 years, and yeah, so this year we normally get our raises, right? We normally go through merits, and you get your performance reviews and raises, right? Everyone goes through it, right? So this year, my job, the CEO sent out a email, and he stated basically that raises were not going to come this year. No, for anyone, no raises. I didn't gripe, I didn't hoot, I didn't howl, I didn't get mad, I didn't resent working for the company. You guys want to know why? Because within that same statement, and this was around the time when tariffs were crazy, because that's the time when our raises would have went into effect. This is around the time when tariffs went crazy, ports emptied, jobs were being lost by the boatload, by the droves. 10,000 from Microsoft. I work for a major company, you guys, a major company. You all of you have experienced my job in your life more than one time. I'm not going to tell you the company I work for, but I can guarantee 100% you all have experienced my job or used the product that my job provides or created in your lifetime, more than once, way more than once, a shit ton. But what I appreciated about that statement was that he said that I would rather keep you guys employed, basically, rather than giving you raises due to the tariffs. Now, he could have easily went through a landslide of employees and just cut them all to save money. Because it's hard for a company to make money during tariff season, and for anyone. So for the fact of him to allow us to keep our jobs and not get raises, I'm cool with that. I'm straight with that. I'll work harder on YouTube. I'll try to make it up in the back end. I'm cool with that. You guys, you want to know what? So last year, about 3 years ago, I got a new manager, right? My previous manager, holy fuck, I didn't like him, but it's all good. But in the last 2 to 3 years, I got a new manager, younger dude. I really, really like him. He's a really, really cool dude. We see eye to eye, definitely, right? So, he gave me a 7.5% raise. 7.5% raise. That's unheard of. That's totally unheard of. Not only because of my work ethic, because I work really hard, my performance, I'm a well-rounded guy, right? But a 7% raise is unheard of. And prior to that, I got a 5% raise, which is also unheard of, on top of a promotion, all within the same year. So I got a 5% raise and a promotion. No, 5% raise. And then last year, I got a 7% raise and a promotion. Of course, the promotion played into the 7% raise, but guys, in the last 2 years, my income has went up by like 15%, which is a lot. When you talk about my yearly salary, it's a lot. And I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm straight with that. I'm straight. So I didn't gripe or anything like that about not getting a raise, because I could have not had a job. And the moment you don't have a job is the moment that you realize, well, shit, that 1.5% raise is kind of nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because the moment you don't have a job and you don't have a paycheck, that's when shit hits the fan. And that's when you realize, fuck, I should have kept that job.